We're back again. I'm gonna have to edit all of these together, hopefully, at one point. Okay, now hopefully we don't crash in the next 2 seconds. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. Chemistry existed before life. Chemistry got more and more complex. Chemistry, along with some electricity, happened, and life emerged. Life did not emerge as complex as we are at present. Life emerged.
That's not something that's testable, observable, or repeatable.
It is. It is.
Using a
You
scientific
just don't know how.
So, well, then you're using a science of the gaps argument. Just I'm sure you'd probably
No, I'm not. I'm saying that the evidence exists.
Eventually, it had to happen, even though we can't use a scientific method to observe it or repeat it or test it.
What are you doing, man? Do you know that fossils exist?
Yeah, absolutely. Fossils exist. Yeah.
Do you know that microfossils exist?
Sure, yeah, but
do you know that we've found fossils?
That's not evidence for life coming from non-life.
When we look in geology, we look at the Earth, we see rock before there was life, and then there was rocks with life. Like
just because you can't find life within rocks or some rocks is not evidence that there was.
When you look at the layers of the Earth, when you look back through time in the geological history of our Earth, you could see where life started. It's embedded in the planet.
But you cannot see that where life could have come from non-life.
I just told you, chemistry.
Chemistry is not evidence for this, because
what do you think we are?
That would be then miraculous.
What do you think that we are?
There is no natural cause for life, so then by definition it would have to have a supernatural cause.
No, there is a natural cause for life. So I'm telling you.
Maybe you could tell me what it is besides
chemistry.
Just saying the word chemistry. Oh, and you just did it again. So supposedly chemistry created life, but chemistry
wait
account for the complexity or the integration of even the most
do you need like ADHD medicine or something? Like, hold your horses for a second.
Is that what your argument is going to be the whole time, that I am ADHD or that I'm
no I asked a serious question because you cannot seem to control yourself at all.
Oh man, I didn't know this was going to frustrate you so much.
Well, you are extremely frustrating sometimes, but do you know what humanity or what we are, what all living things are? What are we?
We're living organisms. Yeah.
Yes. What does that entail?
Well, if you go with what life is, it's something, even the most basic living organisms or single-celled organisms are incredibly integrated, complex, irreducibly complex.
No.
And show that they're, they're not irreducibly. So you take any part away from the cell, that cell can't even function.
Yeah. Do you know what the very first cells were? They were not much. They were extremely simple. Like, you think that like life started with any kind of complexity. It was like a bubble that figured out that it didn't, it didn't have no conscious thought. It just was like, oh, if I have this membrane, the chemistry inside the membrane is different than the chemistry outside the membrane. And this chemistry processes energy. Poof, now I'm alive.
You are oversimplifying.
But no, you're overcomplicating it.
No,
that's what the first cells were.
It is something that's incredibly complex. I'm not overcomplicating it.
Yes, you are.
What we observe.
You're thinking that life emerged as like this complex thing, but it didn't. Life emerged from chemicals that differed from one side of a membrane to another. A cell membrane developed.
A cell made up of? Can you answer that?
Do what?
What is a cell made up of? Can you answer that?
A cell today? Like, you're talking about like a cell that has like a nucleus and cytoplasms and a membrane and like what are you talking about?
Well,
it's chemicals. Isn't it chemicals? You said protein? What's protein made out of? Chemicals, right?
Hang on.
Wait. Is it? Answer my question. You kept saying that I wasn't answering your questions. Answer my question. Is it made out of chemicals? Are
Yes,
we
they are.
made out of chemicals?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. And you're going to say, oh, chemistry is so far-fetched, but
I'm not
God
saying that.
isn't.
Well, the question that I
Give me
was
a break,
going to
dude.
ask you then.
Give me a break.
Well, give you a break on what?
About saying you think that chemistry is a horrendous answer, and you go,
No,
God
I
did
don't
it
think
with
it's a horrendous
magic.
answer. What I think there are some things that you would even have that you can't answer, because when all these things
Try
that you're
me.
okay, sure. What are proteins made up of?
Amino acids?
Exactly. And what create amino acids?
Chemistry.
Not chemistry. Now, look, you're going
What are
right
you
back
talking about? Do you know that biochemistry is chemistry?
bio. So those amino acids are created by proteins, are they not? That is the catalyst.
I don't know
creates.
what you're trying to get to. It's all chemistry.
Yes.
Everything comes down to chemistry. Everything has come down to the interactions of elements. Doesn't it? Even when we eat
The thing that
food.
you can't answer is where these amino acids even come from, because amino
Yes,
acids, we understand.
chemicals.
Listen, let me explain some science to you.
Oh God, I
amino
don't
acids-
think you could.
amino acids are created by proteins, and proteins are made up of amino acids. Amino acids are created by proteins, and proteins are made up of amino acids. You have a chicken and egg conundrum that you can't even solve.
I don't think that you know anything about biology.
I'm explaining biology to you.
Are you?
Yes, I am. You pull up something again?
I might as well. Oh, wait, I got it wrong. Probably going to make it crash again. But
I know, I was worried about that.
Hey, and dude, I hope you know that I'm not trying to be mean to you, okay?
No,
I'm not trying to be rude. But when you start
Yeah.
like just going and going and going and not letting me finish the point that I'm making, it's really, really rude, man.
I haven't interrupted you at all. You have interrupted
You
me.
talk when you go back and look at one of those ones that's posted, well, that's like probably 3 minutes long. You just jabbered and jabbered and jabbered and jabbered when I was trying to get through one sentence. I sat here quietly while you cried about not being able to talk.
There was one time where I think you were just trying to make the point, but every time you still interrupted me. Trying to see what
amino acids are organic molecules that serve as the fundamental building blocks of proteins. When proteins are digested or broken down, amino acids are the resulting compounds that the body then uses to grow, repair tissue, and perform various body functions. What's the problem?
Well, I realize, you're defining what an amino acid is, but you can't explain where they come from.
What's a
or you
protein?
haven't brought that up, because where is it that amino acids come from?
A protein, a large complex biomolecule made up of one or more long chains of amino acids. What about it? These molecules are essential to every living organism. What?
Where do amino acids come from?
Chemistry.
So apparently chemistry.
I think you're asking the question wrong. It's like, how are amino acids formed? I think would be the most.
Sure, they're formed by proteins.
Amino acids are formed through several distinct biological, chemical, and industrial processes, primarily involving the combination of a nitrogen source and a carbon skeleton.
Also known as proteins.
What? In living organisms, amino acids are synthesized from intermediates of major metabolic pathways like glycolysis. Jesus, man. Like glycolysis and the citric acid cycle. A source of nitrogen must be first converted into ammonia through nitrogen fixation. What are you talking about? It comes from proteins. It does not. Like, so you're confused.
Because even that, they're metabolized by what? living organisms.
What? Are
You-
synthesized
you
from
tend to-
intermediates. Do you know what that term means? Intermediates.
Oh, please.
What does that mean? What did you say?
I said, oh, please educate me.
Intermediates means like different pieces of smaller things. Like there was other chemicals that came together and amino acids were synthesized from that through different cycles, through a process.
What process could create amino acids? Or what process does create amino acids? That is not something that's testable, observable, or repeatable. So
You keep saying that, but that just means that you don't know.
Method. That's something that's
No, but you say that, but you don't even. Do you have any degrees?
Degrees mean nothing.
Stop.
Degrees just mean
answer the question. Do you have any degrees in any scientific field at all?
Do you?
I don't. Do you?
So
was the question.
Because we can still have a dialogue, and we can.
I'm not. Just answer the question, man.
No, I don't. I'm just.
So
like
why
you.
are you trying to use all this stuff like you know all this stuff about science? You don't.
Listen, just
stop.
A degree means nothing.
No,
about
this is why things become contentious because you're trying to make. No, stop it.
Because you know what? This is incredibly unfair. Because if you're going to,
it's not unfair. Stop it. Stop. Let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish.
It's incredibly ridiculous because
stop.
If you don't have a degree either, then how are you going to say that I don't know something just because I don't have a degree?
Stop.
If you don't have a degree, how is it that you know these things?
I'm looking them up. Are you?
I've studied all these things. Yes.
You're wrong.
I believe that God exists.
I understand that you believe God exists. I'm saying that you don't have a good reason to, other than that's what you believe and that's what you've been taught.
I follow the evidence.
Okay. We were on abiogenesis, and you said that it's the same as spontaneous generation. It's not.
Life coming from non-life.
Yes. Okay. Spontaneous generation said that it could just pop up anytime, anywhere. Just go poof, life.
But apparently abiogenesis is different because that life will use chemistry.
Yes, the proper chemistry need be present.
So you're still